Okay, I gotta do this review. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Okay. I think I could do this review. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy here with yet another anime review for Bullshit Month. Oh boy. And this review is gonna be on the anime KissXSis. Let's begin. So KissXSis, if you couldn't tell by the title alone, is an incest anime that follows these twin sisters who I like to refer to as Tweedle Want the D and Tweedle Wanna Come. And they try to seduce their brother, who I like to refer to as Captain Fuckhead, at every given moment throughout the entire series. That's the entire premise. That is literally the entire premise of this anime. That's it. They are trying to fuck their brother, or at least seduce him to fall in love with one of them. That is the entire story. Now this anime was unanimously voted by you guys to be the first anime that I review for Bullshit Month. Although I did review Mars of Destruction first, I do consider this the first anime series review for Bullshit Month. I mean, none of the other animes came even close to the number that KissXSis got. 152 votes, guys. Damn, that makes it not only the most voted upon anime for this month, but the most voted upon anime in any poll that I've done thus far. And it's a damn shame it had to be this anime, because guys, now for those of you who have been on my channel since the beginning, you all know my thoughts about incest in anime, and incest in general. But for those of you who are new to my channel, let me just enlighten you as to how I feel about incest in anime. I fucking hate it! I find it disgusting! I find it appalling! I find it unbearable to watch. Hell, I was so passionate about my disgust for incest, I made an entire video of food for thought talking about whether or not incest in anime was wrong. And although I still personally find incest disgusting and appalling, I can see when an anime is trying to tackle on the issue of incest to kind of make a point or to do an examination. But for this anime is literally incest for the sake of incest, and that's it. But even ignoring the incest element, this entire anime is just a bland and generic rom-com. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing fun about it. But, believe it or not, I actually did like a few things in this anime. The first and biggest thing that I really liked and really enjoyed in this anime, in fact this will be the only thing that I take away from this anime, and I just waited for it in every episode to come up, and that was the ending theme. That ending theme is just catchy and upbeat as hell. I enjoyed listening to it, I enjoyed watching it, the dance that accompanied the ending theme, I just found it really cute and adorable. That ending theme served as a relief after sitting through 22 minutes of some of the most grueling and awkwardest scenes I've ever seen in an anime. It was a ray of light in an otherwise dim and bland anime. And after sitting through the entirety of this terrible piece of shit anime, I had to find some relief or some comfort. So I went straight to YouTube, typed in the song so I could listen to it again before doing this review, and I actually stumbled upon a bunch of videos of people doing the dance of the song that actually looked really good, and I really enjoyed them, and they were also very cute. I would recommend you guys go check them out. I'll put some links to some of the videos below so you guys can go check it out yourself. Besides that awesome ending theme, the only other thing that I really liked about this anime was this character right here, who is the teacher for the twins, and she's also a huge otaku and loves to cosplay. I found her very entertaining, very fascinating, and she is without a doubt the only interesting and fun character in the entire anime. Every scene with her was a lot of fun, and it made me chuckle a few times as well. I liked her character a lot. And you might feel like I'm a bit biased because she's the only character who seems to have a problem with the fact that the twins love their brother. And I literally mean that. She is the only one that has a problem with this. We'll talk about that real soon. But even without that morality, she still was a fun and interesting character. And honestly, I wish that she had her own anime where it kind of follows this teacher who's an otaku who loves to cosplay but has to hide it from her students. That would have been interesting. That is an interesting story, not about these twins that fall in love with their little brother. There is, although, one scene with this character that I wasn't really comfortable watching. It was kinda weird. It was pushing it for me. But other than that scene, liked her character. As for the rest of the anime, I did not enjoy it whatsoever. Yes, the incest in this anime is abundant and I really didn't like it. It was really uncomfortable, guys. I mean, almost on the same line as Yoshika no Sora. Hell, there's even a character, this character right here, who kind of reminds me of the best friend of Haru from Yoshika no Sora. And it just made me feel so uncomfortable. Now, granted, there are no sex scenes in this anime, which it has against Yoshika no Sora, which did have a few sex scenes with the brother and sister. But still, they were literally on that line. This anime is softcore porn. It literally is softcore porn. It's porn without any of the tits, any of the ass, any of the dicks. It's softcore porn. I mean, just some of the situations that he would get into with his sisters, and they would just be touching each other, and it was just really uncomfortable, guys. I couldn't bear to watch these scenes. And you may think to yourself, oh, come on, Tony. I bet you it was just only one episode where they got really intimate, or just like a small scene where they get intimate. No, it wasn't. In fact, I would almost say 10 of the 12 episodes in this anime focuses on the sisters doing some intimate activity with their brothers. Hell, there's this one episode, and I'm not shitting you. I am not shitting you. Where they take their pubes and put it in like those good luck charms that you would give like somebody to wish them luck on something. They took, from each of them, they took one pube and put it in the bag and gave it to him. Even without the incest vibe, that shit is not only disgusting, but really creepy. I mean, who thinks that's a good idea? Hey, I'm gonna put my pubes in this good luck charm. It's gonna give you luck. Here you go, Nichan. No! And since we're still on the topic of incest, you know what else I want to talk about? That bullshit cop-out in the first episode where they explain that the twins are not blood related to their younger brother. Thus, it's okay, it's not really incest. But you're wrong! Sure, they may not be blood related, but the twins' mom and the younger brother's dad got married. So although they are not brother and sister by blood, they are brother and sister by law. So it's still incest. It does not make it okay to sleep with them. They are still your brother, they are still your sister. I'm only mentioning this as a response to all the comments that I got saying that, oh, well, they're not really brother and sister because they're not blood related. It doesn't matter. Blood related or not, they are brother and sister by law. They live in the same house, they have the same parents, they are brother and sister. So guess what? It's still incest. Okay, I ranted enough about how much I was disgusted by the incest in this anime, but how are the characters? How is the story? Well, first off, the story is boring. It's just not interesting. The only interesting thing about the story is actually the incest element. If you were to take that out of the anime, again, as I mentioned before, it's just a generic and bland rom-com. There are no interesting characters, no character development anywhere. I felt no bonds between any of the characters, including the twins and their brother. Yeah, they hang out a lot, but guess what? All they ever mention is sex, or being intimate, or kissing bro, or doing something like that, but they never once bond. They never really go out, spend time with each other, and just have a normal relationship, you know? Not all intimate relationships have to be just about sex, you know? You do go out on dates, you do a lot of other things. In this anime, none of that. Nothing at all. At least in Yoshiko no Sora, Haru spent time with his sister, he spent time with all the other side characters, he built bonds and connections. In this one, the main character is so generic, so hollow, there's nothing interesting or aesthetically pleasing about him. His character design is so blah. Him as a character, he's just blah. I really fail to see what any girl in this anime sees in our main character, Captain Fuckface. And that goes double for the twins. They have no personality outside, oh, I really love bro, I really like him, I wonder what I should do for him. That's all they ever do, that's all they ever talk about. I never once heard them talk to each other like, how is your day, sis? My day was good. How was your day, sis? Oh, it was great. Me and bro went out and we ate some lunch. We saw the birds fly. None of that! It's just, oh man, bro. Yeah, you're right, bro. I should go and help him study and then make out with him. And then we got Fuckface's three friends, who I call Lingus, Dingus, and Mingus. And these guys have no other character trait other than the fact that they love ogling and looking at girls, and they have an infatuation with Fuckface's twin sisters. That's it. They are basically the three guys in green, but lighter. They're not as perverted, they're not as weird, and they don't really do that much or are in the anime that much, but still, they were very reminiscent to them, sorta. And then you got this blue-haired girl with glasses who reminds me of that one character in Yoshiko no Sora who always seems to get herself caught up in comedic misunderstandings every single time. It got really repetitive and really boring. And what's worse is that her relationship with Fuckface, it could have worked. It had the potential to be a strong and convincing relationship if they just took the time to develop it, to flesh it out, to make them spend more time with each other. And they had many opportunities to do so. Hell, there was this one time where they spent the entire episode with each other. They were trying to hide from his sisters, so they hid in a locker and then they hid inside the equipment room. And those could have been ample times to kind of get to know each other, kind of talk, but instead, nope, we're just gonna play it off for comedic effect because she really needs to pee and then she's gonna end up peeing on him. Oh, funny, right? No. And speaking of the jokes in this anime are just sophomoric, repetitive, and worst of all, not funny. They weren't funny. I barely laughed in this anime. The only times I actually chuckled, not laughed, but chuckled, was with that one character I pointed out earlier, the one that I really enjoyed. She had a few scenes that I found really funny. She had this running joke where she would mention this guy in like this armor suit. I forgot what she called it, but it was from the Sengoku era. Every time she did that joke, I actually cracked a smile and chuckled at it. The animation is not terrible, but it's nothing really special. And they go with that whole toned down color palette like in drama animes, which is really weird considering that this anime is more of a romantic comedy. I thought they would go for more bright colors, and at some points they were, but not as much. It was more or less very toned down colors, and it just made the anime feel even more bland in my opinion. And the last thing I'm gonna mention about this anime that I just found really confusing and made me scratch my head, and I just didn't really like it, was the fact that every single character, besides that one character I mentioned earlier, was okay with the fact that these twin siblings liked their little brother. Every single character, including the parents. Hell, they would joke about it all the time. And even when they were being serious, like when the siblings were being serious about being with their brother, they still would be like, yeah, you know, I'm okay with that. That blew my mind. I was just like, nope. That's just unrealistic right there. No, I'm not buying that. With all that said, at the end of the day, guys, This anime just comes off as a fetish anime. An anime that was made to showcase the wanted desires and fantasy of the creator itself. I mean, seriously. I feel like he made this anime, or made even the manga, so that he can just put characters in all these sexualized situations that he himself wishes he could be in. I mean, seriously. There's peeing fetish, there's ear fetish, there's foot fetish, there's incest, there's so many different fetishes just crammed in to a 12-episode anime. It was just unbearable, guys. You thought the incest was bad. There is a whole bunch of other things in this anime that will make you just cringe. And honestly, there's not much more to say. I just really didn't like this anime. I could not stand this anime. But if you're a fan of incest anime, you'll get a kick out of this anime. This is right up your alley. Go check it out. That's like a 5 out of 5 for you guys. But for me, it's a 1 out of 5 stars. It is truly an unnecessary waste of time. And I know you're all shocked. Whoa, you didn't give it a 0 out of 5? I can't give it a 0 out of 5 because I did really enjoy a few elements, and the animation wasn't all that bad, and the voice acting was still solid. So, with that being said, it does have some merits to it, just not enough to give it a really good grade. It only saves it from being a 0 out of 5. But anyway, what did you guys think about this anime? Did you really enjoy it? Did you get a kick out of it? Are you a fan of incest in anime? Do you believe incest is wincest? If so, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this anime a trillion times more than I did. Or were you guys like me and just couldn't bear to watch a single episode because of how agonizing and painful some of these scenes were, and they just got continuously worse as the series progressed? And let me know, what is the most painful anime that you've ever watched? Whether it's an incest anime or something else, comment below and let me know. I'm gonna really regret doing bullshit month, ain't I? Oh well, too late to turn around now. But until then, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Walton II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.